Okay, so you guys got every right to videotape and do all that stuff. I told them. Okay.
Thank you.
But if you guys are going to post it online, could you try not to videotape maybe their personal cars or post their license plates and stuff online? Are you guys doing any of that?
Well, we're allowed to.
Okay.
We're allowed to by law.
I'm just asking for courteous though, because you guys are allowed to videotape government employees doing their jobs, right? So technically, when they're leaving in their own personal cars,
that would be like
they want their own privacy.
That would be like me telling you not to run my plate when you run behind me. That's the reason the plates are there for, so people know what that car is and who it belongs to.
So law enforcement knows what that car is, not people, not you.
Yes, it is. That's public information. That's why it's displayed publicly.
Anybody on probation or parole?
Are you, sir?
Am I on probation?
Yeah. Are you being investigated for internal affairs? I don't want to talk no more. Thank you. You have a good day. You're dismissed. You're dismissed, sir. You're dismissed. Thank you. You have a good day. You're dismissed, sir. Thank you. Have a good day.
You don't dismiss me.
You're going to leave before we do. You're not going to get ID, so goodbye, sir.
Are you on probation?
Goodbye, sir.
This documentary begins by highlighting how knowing your rights can completely change the outcome of interactions with law enforcement. The opening moments set the tone, reminding viewers that many police officers rely on intimidation and public ignorance rather than lawful authority. The narrator encourages engagement not for popularity, but to spread awareness and accountability. What follows immediately demonstrates a calm but firm assertion of First Amendment rights, showing how lawful recording of public officials is protected, even when officers attempt to discourage or shame citizens into compliance.
California Penal Code 148.G, you're dismissed, you're being rude. Goodbye, sir.
Are you on probation?
Goodbye, sir.
Are you on probation?
Goodbye, sir. We don't answer personal questions to men with guns. Thank you.
Okay. Can I get one of your names?
No.
Can I get your name, ma'am, please?
What's your address?
What's your name and address?
What's your social?
My name's right here.
No, your address.
I asked for your address.
Oh, that's what you're trying to get though.
Come in.
No, I'm just
you have a good day, so you're dismissed.
Sure
how does that change
probation or
anything?
parole.
You're still dismissed.
Because if you're on probation or parole, then I have a right to.
I think you're on probation or parole. By the way you're acting, I think you're probably been investigated.
There's complaints against you?
Yes, sir.
I do not.
For violating people's rights and asking them for information when lawfully you don't have the right to.
Check on that.
Yeah, Deputy S. Harder.
Yeah.
What's your serial number or badge number?
My badge number is 1815. My personal identification number is 8561.
8561. You're dismissed, sir.
Can I have your names now?
No.
I don't give my name.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've been courteous to you guys.
As the interaction continues, officers attempt to blur the line between courtesy and authority, requesting that citizens avoid recording license plates and personal vehicles. This moment exposes a common misconception deliberately pushed by law enforcement, that public information can be restricted by personal preference. The citizen pushes back respectfully, explaining that license plates are publicly displayed by law. When officers escalate by asking personal questions about probation and investigations, the power imbalance becomes clear, revealing how intimidation is often disguised as routine questioning.
In every way.
You're the face of terror in the American streets. I would not ever give you my name.
I think there's a lot of Americans who would disagree. So nobody wants to give me their name or anything?
I think statistics will prove you wrong.
Deputy Harder.
Okay, just make sure you're not blocking the entranceway.
Make sure you don't run with scissors.
And make sure, yeah, see?
Yeah.
There you go. Make sure you don't eat yellow snow. Don't beat your wife. Don't sleep with your partner's wife.
And then, and try to be courteous to people a little more.
You too.
You too, sir. Stay in your own lane and leave people alone.
Especially
Thank
if you
you.
held you a higher standard.
Are you guys with a group or anything?
Me, myself, and I.
No, sir. You're the one wearing the gang attire, not us.
Okay, no, I'm not asking if you're in a gang. I'm like
No. But you're the one that represents the gang with your uniform, sir.
So, okay.
It's nice try. You're doing a good job with your fishing. Do you have a fishing license?
I just thought you guys might want to get publicity for your group.
No fishing.
No. You're doing great on your own. You don't need my name.
Okay. All right, have a good one.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. You're dismissed. I told you. Goodbye.
Tensions rise when officers repeatedly attempt to assert dominance by dismissing citizens, despite lacking legal authority to do so. The refusal to provide names or identification is lawful, yet officers frame it as suspicious behavior. The exchange highlights how police frequently rely on repetition and persistence rather than legal grounding. Sarcasm and passive-aggressive remarks further expose unprofessional conduct, reinforcing the documentary's core message. Authority without accountability quickly turns into harassment when citizens confidently exercise their rights.
Nathan? She just needs to make sure all this is in place. Basically,
Does she have a court order?
Basically, because there is an open case, an open investigation, the kids are still kind of under their...
That has nothing to do with me.
Sir?
It doesn't have anything to do with us. If it does, show paper.
Sir?
She could go across the street.
She just needs to check the kids, where the kids are living.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she does. That's what she does.
Does she have a court order?
She doesn't have to have a court order.
Yes, she does.
It's an open investigation. For
Come into my house. She's an employee of the state. She's a government
It
representative.
doesn't work like the police. They have a lot more rights than what we do.
Well, they don't have more rights than the Constitution gives me. It has nothing to do with me. It has nothing to do with me.
They're going to end up taking the kids. You don't want that.
It has nothing to do with
All you
me.
gotta do is cooperate. That's all.
I'm not going to.
The documentary then shifts to a separate confrontation involving Child Protective Services and law enforcement at a private residence. Officers attempt to justify entry without a court order by invoking an open investigation. The resident remains firm, correctly asserting constitutional protections against warrantless entry. This segment powerfully illustrates how fear is often used as leverage, especially when children are involved. The threat of losing custody becomes a pressure tactic, despite the clear requirement for judicial authorization.
Go ask Gail what's going on.
I'm not going to because it has nothing to do with me.
But it does the kids.
It has nothing to do with me and the kids. It has to do with her and the kids and her being neglectful. I don't care.
Regardless of
Have her get a court order and then she can come in. Okay? Have her get it signed by the judge and she can come in. All right?
they're going to end up taking the kids.
No, I know you think that, but you know what? You don't know the law.
I do know the law.
As much as you think you know the law, they can't take my kids.
Yes, they can.
No, they can't. I'm not under investigation.
It has nothing to do with you being under investigation. Do
Oh yeah, just because my ex-wife is under investigation, they cannot take my
It's
kids.
the welfare of the kids, period. It has nothing to do with the parents.
Yeah, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah,
Just gotta
it
say what
does.
they're saying.
Show
That's a
us
lie.
a piece of paper.
If she really wanted to come in here, she would get a order signed by the judge. Now, right now, I'm being harassed.
As the conversation escalates, officers suggest cooperation as a solution, implying resistance equals guilt. The resident dismantles this narrative by repeatedly demanding lawful documentation. The exchange reveals a dangerous pattern where citizens are blamed for asserting rights instead of officers being held accountable for overreach. Past harassment is referenced, reinforcing that these are not isolated incidents but ongoing abuses. The scene underscores how knowing the law is often the only defense against continuous intimidation.
You're
I feel-
harassed.
Yes, because every day I have to deal with Elkins PD because of her, because my ex-wife.
Maybe you should remove yourself from the situation and make it better.
I did. She's not living here anymore, so it has nothing to do with me.
Okay.
And last time she was here, I was threatened with arrest because I took him to Taco Bell, which is bullshit. I can't hear you.
Regardless, I still have to check health and safety. I need to see that image tracker is on him, that the alarms are here, and that there's still the cameras to keep
Or
him safe.
what?
Well, there's an open protective services case, and the children are listed as the victims, so I will file the 30-day, and then we will be in front of a judge. So it's your...
Okay.
Another encounter begins with police responding to a call about people videotaping in public. Despite no crime being alleged, officers immediately request identification. The citizens calmly explain that suspicion is not illegal and that they're engaged in protected First Amendment activity. This segment exposes how vague calls for suspicious behavior are routinely used to justify unlawful stops. The refusal to identify is lawful, yet officers persist, demonstrating systemic disregard for a constitutional limit.
We'll go in front of the judge.
Okay, I'll see you
Because,
at court.
all right.
Thank you.
We would rather not answer no questions.
I'm sorry?
We would rather not answer no questions.
Well, we're getting calls since you guys are out here videotaping.
Is that illegal?
It's not suspicious. Officer 4, batch 224, it's not on here.
Thank you for being polite.
Yeah. So we're getting calls since people get nervous when people are out here videotaping or whatever.
We're just doing a little story.
The story?
Yeah.
If I can just get your IDs and I can get out of here. Just say that you guys.
No, we didn't commit no crime. We know the law, so.
What's the law?
We haven't committed a crime. Why would we need to ID ourselves?
If somebody calls here and says you're doing something suspicious.
It's suspicious. What penal code is suspicious illegal?
Sorry, sir.
What penal code is that? Suspicious illegal? So we know we don't have to identify ourselves if we didn't commit a crime.
No, that's not correct, sir.
The discussion turns to press rights, where officers question the legitimacy of independent journalism. The citizens correctly explain that a press pass is not required under the Constitution. This moment highlights a critical misunderstanding or intentional misrepresentation of press freedoms by law enforcement. Independent journalists, auditors, and citizens are frequently targeted simply for documenting public activity. The interaction shows how confidently asserting rights often forces officers to retreat when no legal justification exists.
I call my lawyer.
What's his name?
We'd rather just not say anything else.
Sir, all I have to do is identify you. I had a call. Public cause to come down here.
What illegal activity did you have a call for?
Sir, I just told you.
Suspicion is not illegal, sir.
Suspicion?
We're on the public sidewalk doing a little story. First Amendment activity, protected by the freedom of press. I don't give.
Press badge.
Excuse me, we don't need one.
It's that freedom of press.
Constitution is First Amendment is our pass.
I know what it is.
Yeah, that's our pass. We don't need to carry a press pass.
But you're saying freedom of press.
Yes, we're independent journalists, free press. Yeah, we have a channel on YouTube, so you're going to be on YouTube.
That's fine with me, sir.
Yeah.
Like I said, Officer Ford.
Yeah, but we're not going to identify ourselves, so.
Okay, sir.
We appreciate you coming out, though.
No, sir. Like I said, there's people calling, so.
Yeah.
Give me a second, all right?
Yeah,
Make
sir.
sure that they're okay.
No problem.
The documentary closes by reinforcing its central message. Most police misconduct thrives on public ignorance and fear. The narrator reminds viewers that recording the police is not just a right, but a necessary tool for accountability. The call to action is clear. Learn your rights, share this information, and support independent documentation. Awareness is presented as the strongest defense against abuse of power, urging viewers to remain vigilant, informed, and unafraid to exercise their constitutional freedoms.